Motivation. It's an important part of our lives. But some of you may be wondering, what is motivation? Well, to me, motivation is an encourager that helps me get through the day or reach one of my goals. It's very important to have motivation when it comes to your schoolwork. Some days you may have less desire than others to be sitting at your school computer. Or you may be feeling a little down because you're not doing so well in school, and you're wondering, why am I doing this anyways? But it's important to stay motivated to help you finish everything. Being at an online school, it's sometimes really hard to stay motivated because you don't see others working around you like if you were sitting in a classroom in a brick and mortar school. And teachers will remind you that you have to do stuff, but they're not going to be as hard constantly on you as if you were in a classroom and they would be constantly telling you to be doing your schoolwork. Your motivation comes from a lot of different places. It's important for you to find it too, so that you can have this extra push to get you through those days. Doesn't matter what motivates you, as long as you find what does motivate you. Whether it's the feeling of completion at the end of the day and sitting there with a clear conscience that all your schoolwork is done, listening to some music while you're doing it to keep you going, or going outside after you're done with everything and playing your favorite sport. Whatever it is, make sure you find your motivation so it can help you succeed in school.
Definition of a workspace is a space in which you spend the most time working. For virtual high schoolers like you and I, it's going to be around the computer. You're going to need 3 key elements to make your workspace a good one. The first element is a quiet workspace in which you can be undistracted and spend the most time and give the most attention to your schoolwork. And once you've found this, you can start making your workspace. The second element is organization. You're going to want to have a good place to keep your books, nice and organized and neat, where you can get to them easily. You're going to also want to have good places to keep your tools such as your calculator and Page Up and other pens and pencils and paper if you need it, accessible and ready to go when you need it. One thing I have trouble with is keeping my loose leaf papers and notes organized. Sometimes it's unavoidable to have these things even in a virtual school. So try and take notes in notebooks and keep loose leaf paper in folders like this one. That definitely helps me a lot. The third and final element is personalization. Some things I like to have around my workspace are candles and little knickknacks I play with during class when I'm unfocused. This does help a little bit. Sometimes even a little top spinning during chemistry helps me stay tuned in. Just experiment with what you feel you need, and hopefully you'll have some good ideas after this and compose your own good workspace.